She'll get your journey with.
Yeah. I might be on Team Carole. People are the worst. Shut up, Carole. Hey everybody, Hannah Saulic here to react to another episode of Tiger King. I'm excited to dive back in. I want to know more about Carole, and I just want to see what is happening with her feud. I hate myself so much for saying this. I want to know more about her feud with Joe Exotic. So here we are when I could be reading a book or doing literally anything else. While you're here, go ahead and hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. We're trying to grow our subscriber base, and it helps us when we know that you, our subscribers, are watching our videos. So if you're actively enjoying this and participating down in the comments, might as well. All right, here we go. It's season 1, episode 2. What did I get myself into?
Arm is completely gone.
She'll get your journey with.
No!
You all right? About an hour ago, we had an incident where one of the employees stuck their arm through the cage and a tiger tore her arm off. Can give you a rain check.
Jesus.
Why don't you come back at another date?
My biggest thing, and it was derived from Joseph, he said, our mission is to give these animals a fighting chance. I seen how much they blew it up into this horror story that I felt like the best thing to do was get right back to work. I was back on the park in 5 days after my amputation.
It's hard to explain the addiction of exotic animals.
Please try. Do you have a dog
felt
walking
it when I got
around
the
with a
hands,
full-grown
when I
lion?
got the
It's sickening. How is that legal?
You want to go lay on that couch with him? What do you want? What do you think the shot is? Nothing is cooler, sexier, and more significant
Why
than
do
a
they
tiger.
keep referring to
It
tigers
has
as
this
sexy?
it tells a message just in its very image. Everyone loves them. Anyone who says
A
they
lot
don't,
of things.
it's just insecure and broken.
I am insecure and broken.
The minute
Thanks,
you
but
meet
that's
one of
not
these
the reason I
people
find
that
that
has an
repulsive.
exotic cat,
Only an hour old.
They're an hour old. What are they doing away from
I
their
break more tigers than
mom?
anybody.
The whole idea was to keep baby tigers being born.
But what happens to them when they're adults?
Selling the animals, it was the biggest money maker for him.
If people are concerned about tigers, they should be donating their money to places like mine, where we breed them. From
Let me
Joe,
ask you
hundreds
just
of
like one
thousands of dollars.
question. What happens when all your cats become
Online,
too big
28 different
to
places
pose for
that are
pictures?
all part of this whole.
I think, honestly,
There's a lot of talk about cubs.
the woman's just obsessed with me. Carole, God damn it.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure.
For
Who
each one
couldn't
of
be?
these people
Take it
that are
back. Take
traded
the eyeball
cats
back.
to. Mario Tavro in Miami has a criminal history.
Oh, we get to meet Mario. Really?
If you can't give them the wild that they supposedly deserve, that doesn't exist anymore, you give them as much happiness as you can. And they do get bonded with humans. Sometimes they said that I'm the prototype for Scarface. You know, I really didn't even do most of the stuff, but I carry the stigma of it. What am I gonna tell the feds now, or the judge? Your Honor, I did not shoot him. I did not use the circular saw in his neck. It was somebody else. What difference does it make? I'm still there.
Is that
I
a
got
monkey
those
in a
6 lions.
diaper?
Then I got a tiger from a lady that had in a houseboat.
I hate
Next thing you
myself,
know, I
but
had a
it's
whole
so
bunch of shit.
cute.
How'd you meet Doc?
I feel like there's a
There's
lot
Doc
of
Campbell.
mystery surrounding Doc right now and Carole.
That's
Like,
how I
those
met
are the
him.
two characters
bring
that I'm
the
most
tiger in the
interested
parking lot.
in.
I
Like, I
always
feel like
tried
this
to
Mario guy, like, we get his deal. Why does this show make me so anxious? I thought this was supposed to be like relief from quarantine stress.
This is things he has collected through the years.
Please don't be
This book is,
texting me things.
Doc Antle,
Is that,
actually,
what is
talk about
that?
Doc Antle. Mystical science.
Mystical science?
Yeah.
What is that?
Who's that?
Excuse me?
One of his wives.
One of his wives. I like that answer.
He has 3 wives.
Yes.
Dr. Intel, he has 4 or 5 wives.
Oh,
He
four-
has
okay.
3 or 4.
He has like 9 wives.
How many wives does Doc Antle have?
I don't fucking care.
I love that too.
We have people that have joined our apprentice program
You're
over the
what?
decade. This is my longtime girlfriend partner, China. She's
That's
been living
not
here
a real
and
name.
taking care of my stuff.
Your stuff,
Rajani, a
as
little
in
Italian
your
lady, 20 years ago when she
live
was a young
exotic
woman,
animals?
staying
Your
there ever since.
stuff?
Moksha, the pretty blonde with the big teeth
pretty
and the bright
blonde?
big smile.
Oh, don't
She's
we
going
all
on
love
16
being
years of
described
living
that
here
way?
and taking care of all that stuff.
All that stuff, yeah.
I worked there from 1999 until
Barbara, you
I
look
left
nervous.
in 2006.
You look like me.
there.
Which means what?
Lord.
Oh.
It means Lord.
Bhagavan means
Sure.
Lord.
Yeah. You know, we
I don't like the way the camera just did that. That was so creepy.
Like,
oh, that's a
with
dog. I
sliding
thought that was a
doors
blanket.
with
Hi,
bars on it.
bud.
It's full of
Oh, he
cockroaches.
pricked his head up right when he
I
said
mean, Doc says, you're this garbage person, but if you listen to me, I'll make you great.
Don't ever listen to
If
a
they
person
wanted
that is
to
dressed like that, honey.
get to the top really quickly, they should sleep with him.
No.
I certainly didn't want to sleep with him, but I was thinking about it.
Doc Intel is like my mentor in the animal
Joe,
industry.
I wanted the best for you.
When
I
I met
really
him, I
did.
had 2 husbands. Oh, we
I
run
might be on Team Carole. Don't quote me on that.
John's
Honey, can we put a shirt on?
muscled up.
Today we have gathered to witness the union of Travis, John, and Joe.
I thought they were gonna have a tiger bait. I'm a little disappointed. There's a severe lack of cat print at this
or
wedding.
the
Is
lure
that
to
a
bring in
dog
young
on
people
an
that really
elephant?
haven't had
That's
the
amazing,
opportunity
but
yet to
also
build a lot of relationships.
I just work all day, 8 a.m. to midnight. It sounds insane and sounds intense and whatever.
That
but
tiger
it's like,
is
it's my
licking you
lifestyle.
like you were
It's what
like
I
a
wanna
piece
do.
of bacon. I hate these people.
The only survivors here look at it that they're getting to do something they like, and that it's not a job, it's a lifestyle they have dove into.
How much do people get paid?
$100 a week.
I don't pay anybody to do animal care because people will do that for free.
I'm actually an intern, work 6 days a week, 12-hour days.
Sadly, I hardly ever know who they are.
I don't have a great boss.
You're getting older.
I'm here Christmas.
I bet Carole doesn't know her name.
How does she brainwash all of them volunteers into the same bullshit?
I don't know, how do you
All
brainwash
these
your people?
think that
You guys are like basically the same
everybody else
person.
is
You're just like
easy
not
for her.
trying to be like
I mean, she's a
a
master.
goody-goody about it.
I'll give her
You're at
that.
least honest about what you're doing, I guess.
Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole from Big Cat Rescue.
Oh, you also have music videos? Who is this person? Are you trying to be Sarah McLachlan right now? People are the worst.
High quality social media.
There's not
to
high quality
devote
social
their days and times.
Oh yes, Joe Exotic, tell me about it.
We went to go on a tour of Big Cat Rescue. Her sanctuary is probably worse than most people's backyards. She advertises she has over 100 big cats. And on this tour, we only saw 12. So I wanted to
Poor
see where
buddy.
she's hiding the other 100 big cats. So we went to this little airport outside of Tampa and rented a helicopter.
In the course of doing this
Oh my
low-flying
God.
buzzing over the sanctuary, we have a cat who, if she
No.
hears any kind of like motorized sound, has seizures.
He was talking about dropping grenades,
What?
pulling the pins and just dropping them out of the helicopter.
My email says, "Judge me
Shut
by
up,
the
Carole.
I've made."
He controlled every aspect of our day. They were pushing me to get implants, which I don't remember agreeing to. It was more like the appointments were made and they had decided and I was too scared to say I didn't want to do it. And also, I got to sleep for a few days.
Oh, did you not
Heal
get
from
to
that, and that
sleep?
looked so good after working so hard for so many hours with no break, nothing else but work. It's like, I'll do anything to just rest.
People are just gonna say you have to join a fucking cult to be a tiger trainer. Promise you. Been here 35 years.
You just went
Heard
there,
it all
huh?
forever.
That's the way it is in all cults. I mean, they're free to leave. They're usually not locked up. They're being held by 1,000 like social ties.
This has escalated
And how are
very
they gonna even
quickly.
go, and where will they go when they leave?
He's got his little cult and I got my little cult. I little more upscale. I'm working with people that just got out of prison.
He pays the staff $150 a week for 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours every day of work, yeah.
It's eat off the meat truck.
It was a truck that picked up meat from all these Walmarts in the area that had expired to feed the animals.
There's nothing wrong with it, man. I like my shit medium rare.
What I did basically while I was there was raise tiger cubs. At first there was only like a couple of litters a year and they were only for a certain time.
I still
By the
want to
time
know
I
what
left,
they do
there
with
was
all these
always
little
multiple
tigers,
litters,
because they keep
just
talking about
all over the place.
tiger cubs, but no one wants full-grown tigers unless they're
There's
good
all
to
of us,
breed,
the family.
which-
Oh, this was my favorite tiger ever, Lakshman. He was a good tiger.
What happened to him?
No.
We don't.
I don't want to know.
We didn't really ask because he's like,
You
I
didn't
know where
ask?
they go, and we weren't really part of
What?
it.
Part of what?
One of the main things he told Joe Exotic, you can't keep them all. It's a bad
No.
business decision. Because, once a tiger gets out of the stage where you can use them, they're nothing more than a bill then.
There's always been a rumor out there that Doc Antle euthanizes his cubs when he's done with them.
We've had whistleblowers come to us and say that they've heard a gunshot in the middle of the night and the next day there's no cat. But they don't know where the cat went. And I think that these people are smart enough to only use their very closest circle of people that they would use to dispose of a body. It takes a few people to lift a big cat, unless you part them out right there, I guess.
So they kill...
And anytime anybody attacks her, she goes after them with her millions. She inherited it from her husband that's dead and missing.
Carole, Baskin's full of shit, in my opinion. She's got a missing husband that's supposedly buried in her property. And that's a real true story. Her husband disappeared.
Carole Baskin.
I didn't know he was buried on her own property. That's insane.
And we believe that she fed him to the tigers.
Oh my God.
It just makes for wonderful sales of newspapers, I'm sure.
Maybe Carole. That's it? No. Okay, so a lot of things going on. Doc Antle apparently kills cubs when they hit a certain age, so that's uplifting. I mean, for all we know, Joe Exotic could be doing this too, and so could Carole. And Carole apparently maybe might have her husband buried on her property, which would be a little weird, but she's a little weird, so that tracks. I don't know, I was expecting more like... I've never seen Real Housewives. I'm not really a reality show person, except for The Hills and Laguna Beach, which I did watch in high school. But I was expecting something that was just like super catty and very just like trivial and blatantly ridiculous that wasn't really that dark or serious, but there's a lot of stuff happening. We've got animal abuse just like in the background of everything. There's cults and poverty and the prison system and all of this stuff, and then it's like, oh, the current political sphere and everything. It's just a lot. It's a lot, and I guess that's just not really I don't mind it. I like intellectually stimulating shows, and I like shows that make you think about the larger world around you and what's going on. And then it's like so weird because all of that is just like, you know, over here in the background of these, sorry, but like ridiculous people. It's America, I guess. I am curious though. Well, I guess this could be a spoiler, so maybe not. But I am curious to know sort of like where the allegiances are of the filmmakers. You know, every documentary, every docuseries that you watch, it's always obviously trying to represent one side. Normally, I'm just like frantically Googling everything as I watch it because I want to know like literally as much as possible about what I'm watching and the history behind it and all these different like sides and opinions. And I want to know the counter argument, but there's really no clear, I guess, position being presented here. So that's interesting to me as someone who is a video producer and editor and sometimes directs videos herself. There are some parts of the episodes that make me like feel for Joe Exotic in particular, or like understand where Carole's coming from. Never really felt that way with Doc Antle, but that's kind of where my head's at 2 episodes in. If you guys are liking this, I guess I'll keep watching. Let me know what you think and let me know where your head was at this stage of watching. I'm sure all of you have already watched this already, and I know I'm late. So yeah, let's have a discussion in the comments, and be sure to hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so you know when the next episode drops. And if you're hating this, also let me know in the comments so I can stop doing it. Okay, thanks. Bye.